Hello, good morning, YouTubers. I added something instead of just hello. I just added good morning because it's morning time. Good morning, everybody. Hello. Let's start the day fun, wise, happy, joyful. Let's get out here. We do our thing, whether we're working or whether we're doing like taking care of the kids or if you're babysitting or whatever you're doing today. Let's just do it right. Now, I want to talk about something really important. There's a lot of government jobs, right, that are going to be cut, unfortunately, right? Because the new administration comes in, they're cutting a lot of federal government jobs. So you people in the federal government right now, what you need to do is get on YouTube and start a YouTube channel right now, because I'm sure you're going to get paid for a couple of months, right? Whether it is 4 months, 6 months, I don't know what they're going to pay you for. They'll probably pay you like some kind of a stipend to get you through 4 months, 6 months, whatever it is. Hey, this is your time to get on YouTube and actually talk about what happened. You know, talk about what you were doing, and now the government, you know, is closing a lot of jobs out there. Talk about that. Why not put that out there and talk about what you were doing, what your job was, and were you really working or were you just collecting money every month or every week or whatever it is, right? Just tell people, if you come on YouTube, create a channel, just talk about your situation. You know how many people out there are going to watch and want to learn and want to understand? So you people in the federal government, if you're about to lose your job or you're losing your job, this is the perfect time for you to get on YouTube and start right now. So I'm sure there's a lot of people in the federal government that are like, what am I going to do next? What am I going to do next? This is what you're going to do next. Get on here. You could actually at least build your channel up in the meantime. You know, it took me like 4 months. I'm almost monetized. It'd probably be like 5 months before I get monetized, right? So you got time to do this. And you actually have a good story to tell, because I know I would want to watch videos on this, right? I'm sure there's a lot of people on there that watch videos to see what happened with what you were doing. Were you actually working? Were you just getting paid to stay home and just once in a while, you know, work? I want to know. I'm actually interested in this stuff. So if you're out there and you think this is happening to you, or it's going to happen to you, or happened to you already, right? Why not just make a videos on this? Talk about this situation. Talk about what you were doing before. Make a video about it. Talk about what your daily job was. Make a video about it. Talk about your what's going on right now. You're scared. You're going to lose your job. You might lose your job. You might not lose your job. See, people want to know about this stuff. And you are right there in the middle of it. You have the perfect time right now to get out there and talk and speak your mind and tell everybody what's going on. You know, if you weren't working and you were getting paid, just tell everybody, look, I wasn't really working. I was sitting home, and once in a while I'd do some work, but I was getting paid good. Or if you were working, I was working. I'm home, but I'm working hard. And you know, and this is affecting me now. So I'm sure there's both sides too. I'm sure there's a lot of federal government employees that were actually working. Even if they were working from home, they were actually really working, getting things done. And then there were some that I know that weren't really working. They were just pretty much collecting a check. You were just staying home, and once in a while you do something, you get an email, you do something, and that's it. But if you were one of those workers, either way, either side, either way you were doing it, people on YouTube want to know about this situation. So right now is your time. You're going to have a couple of months of pay still, and you can build up your YouTube channel. You can get so many views and traffic and people who are interested in this story right now, right? So if you're in the federal government, even if you're not getting cut, you don't even know if you're getting cut, just be out there ready. Be ready for it. So why not start a YouTube channel right now and talk about your situation? And I don't want to say if you don't know if you're losing your job, you don't want to tell people that you're doing nothing. So maybe stay away from that conversation, right? But just tell them that you're nervous and whatever. And you know, people want to hear about this. People are interested. Tell your side of the story. Tell what you're doing. And whether you were working and you're not working, whatever it is, just talk about your situation. And I guarantee you're going to get so many people that'll watch your channels, watch your YouTube videos and all that stuff. So please, if you're in this position right now, the best place to be right now is on YouTube. You can start your channel. You can start talking about this right now. You build up an audience, build up a following, because people want to know about what you're going through. I do. I know I would be interested. If I saw a video about that, I would definitely click on it and want to know what's going on in this situation, right? It's kind of cool to hear about it. I mean, it's sad if people losing their jobs, but I want to know the story. Were they working? Were they not working? Were they really doing their job? Were they just sitting home collecting a check? I would like to know that. Gee, I would like to collect a check just sitting home. Wouldn't we all? But either way, I would love to know your situation. And I'm sure there's millions of people out there that would love to know your situation, what you're going through, and what you think is going to happen to you, and how you're going to go about your next move, and what your next move is going to be, you know? So you got to just take advantage of right now. Is this time for you to figure it out, what you want to do, how you want to do it, you know? I don't know, man. If I was in that situation right now like you, I would definitely want to get on here and just talk about it. Just talk about it. Be about it. Get on here. Let people know what you're going through, right? Because it's important. And it's the time for you. There's people that want to know about this stuff, that are interested in this stuff. I'm telling you, I know I'm not the only one. I guarantee you, there's millions of people that would be interested in learning about what's going on and what the situation is. And are you really working or not? You know, like, we would love to know about this stuff, right? And now's your time to do it. Now's your time to put yourself out there. Oh, man. If I were you, I would definitely start right now. Get a channel. You watch this video. You work in the federal government. You're worried about your job, or you already got a notice that your job is being canceled or whatever. Just talk about it. Or you got a letter saying, do you want to take the bio? Are you going to take the bio? You're thinking about it. What do you know, there's so many things, there's so many options for you on YouTube right now. And I'm not saying after that, you know, after 6 months of doing this, you know, you're going to keep doing it. No, then you go, once you got a following, you can branch off and do whatever you want, right? You already got a following. People are now interested. They're already hooked on to whatever you're doing. They already know your personality. They already understand you. They like you. So the point is to get on, build a following. However you got to do it, build a following, get your face seen, get your personality shown. And once people see your face and they know your personality, they're drawn to you. You're going to have people that are just drawn to you, right? And that's the hardest part, is getting out to people so they can find you and your personality and who you are. That's the hardest part. You know, once you get them and they like you and they understand you and they feel you and they have a thing towards you, that's the hardest part. You know, your personality will either keep them or not, but getting yourself out there is the hardest part to get to those people. So if you're out there in the federal government and you're worried about your job, make videos about this. If you're already getting a letter saying, do you want to take this opportunity to resign or whatever, and you get 6 months pay or whatever, talk about that. If you're just worried, you have no idea what's going on, talk about it. If you're not worried and you're doing the right thing all the time and whatever, but you're still unsure, because there's a lot of people in the government that are doing really hard work, and they might even get canceled. They don't even know. You know what I'm saying? Nobody knows what's going on, but this is your time. This is your moment. You create a YouTube channel. Talk about your situation. I guarantee there's millions of people that want to know about it. So put it out there. Talk about it. Be about it. And grow your audience, because this is the time for small content creators to make it on YouTube. And you can make it on YouTube. And all it takes is a story, right? Situation. And you got it. All right. I love y'all. Peace.